Catch right there. It's left. He's off to the races.
The grab, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Robinson walks in, touchdown Washington.
And Prescott protected, throws.
And a touchdown from Jackson Dart to little Jordan Humphrey.
All right, we got week 9 of the Kings of the East podcast. We're going to give you the rundown real quick how we're going to do the show today. First, we're going to have Mahad lead us off with our NFC East matchup. Since the Eagles got the bye week, we'll go ahead and let him do that for us. And then second segment, we have Who Wears the Crown? And that's going to be a new quarterback segment we're going to get into, and I'll explain later. And lastly, we'll end it off with Conte's fan therapy segment. And we're going to get into some more fan therapy for certain teams that could just use it right now. So we'll go ahead and have Mahad start us off and get into the NFC East matchups. What you got for us, Mahad?
All right, man. We got 3 crucial matchups in the NFC East, man. Each team is looking to bounce back off a loss. First up, we got the New York Giants coming off a tough road loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll be looking to regroup and defend home turf as they take on the San Francisco 49ers. It's one of the toughest teams in the league, regardless of who's out there. So I'm interested to hear your analysis on this. Go ahead, Conte.
Yeah, both teams got a lot of injuries. It's a lot of guys. We got a lot of practice guys out there. They got a lot of practice guys out there. I'm expecting this game to be nasty, to be honest. I think it's going to be a nasty one. Low scoring. Just a tough game for both teams. As far as just, I was looking at some things with the 49ers. They haven't scored more than 21 points the past 3 games. All right. I think they've been their offense has been a little lacking lately due to the injuries and all that. But on the other side is the past couple of games we've given up more than 33 points to teams. So it's gonna be if their offense can get going or if our defense can stop them. That's really the matchup that I'm looking at. We just went against the top running back. He had his way. His backup had his way. So we're going against Christian McCaffrey now. So I expect him to have a pretty big game. Hopefully we can stop him. At this point, like I said in our recap episode, we've been called out, and Dexter said he didn't really give a fuck, but I think he gonna show up. I think he shows up. I think that was for the media. It was it was for the media. I think he shows up. So I'm not reading too into that. As well as as far as our defense versus their offense, like I said, they got a lot of dudes that are hurt. We got a lot of dudes who are hurt as well. But I think we got it. I think we can get the edge because we can get to their quarterback more than they can get to ours, in my opinion. And they say Brock might be playing. I'm not entirely sure, but I really don't think it matters between the two. I think they both play the same exact way. If anything, I'd rather see Brock personally. I'm not a believer in him. I think Mac he get busy low key. Our offense versus their defense. Honestly, they got a lot of dudes hurt on defense. We got a lot of dudes hurt on offense. I'm riding with my boy Jackson though. I low key in the summer I was looking forward to this game because I felt like we could win this one. But now, especially with both teams with a bunch of injuries, I still think we can win this one. I think we get a dub. It's gonna be an ugly one though. I think it's gonna be like 17-14. I don't think either team breaks 20. I think it's gonna be one of the type of games. But I think we come up top with this one. We need this.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Since you're saying 2 touchdowns for both teams, can I take CMC 2 touchdowns this weekend?
That's a good bet.
That might be a lot. Okay. So yeah, that was my question. I'm good with everything else.
Also, I got some stats as well. I mean, let me not speed up. CJ Stroud, he had 318 yards against them, 2 touchdowns without Nico Collins. Right. Houston had a lot of backups out there last week, and they put up 26 points. He had his way. Their running backs, and also by committee, had 136 yards as well. I think I couldn't tell you a Houston receiver outside of Nico.
They got some rookies.
Yeah, and they put up 318. So I feel like Dart, he could between Bellinger, Theo, Wandell, I think he could have himself a day, and I think that's gonna set the edge for us. I think Dabo can scheme some things up, get some guys open. They just gotta make the play. That's it.
Where is that game?
That's a good question. Mahad, do you know? No, we're home.
Yeah, my Giants are home. They
Yeah.
just played on
Okay.
the road.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
nah, I think it's gonna be that's gonna be one of the better games I think of the
You
week.
think so?
I think it's two hurt teams, but they got solid QB play right now. Regardless of who playing for the 49ers, they decent. But
Hmm.
I do think the Niners are gonna probably win this one because I just think that they're gonna want it more. I think the Giants are just they don't have enough anymore, man. They're
The juice
injured.
is gone.
I mean you lost your running back. I really don't think you guys are trying to win, honestly, anymore. If y'all was y'all, I think y'all are about to start getting in that mode because you found your guy. I think, and I just think the Niners are a low key borderline playoff team, man. They 5-3. Kyle Shanahan, regardless who's out there, he's had them boys showing up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the Niners are gonna win. I do think it's gonna be a competitive game, but I think the Niners are gonna win it. I don't think the Giants have anything anymore, man. They just got Jackson, bro. You got to
You don't
protect
you don't think the fact that dudes are about to get on the hot seat, you don't think they show out?
who your
Giants.
coaches.
Yeah, they're on the hot seat, so they got something to play for.
Yeah,
No coach for, I guess. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, but they're not making the playoffs regardless, so I think it's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be a fire somewhere, like you say, if it's Shane Bowen or Dayball, we don't know yet, but somebody going.
But their coaches have an opportunity not to finish last place, even if they don't make the playoffs. So that's still something to brag
Yeah,
home about on the coaching end, and to save their job maybe. So just one way
yeah.
to look at it too.
I also
But
do look at it as like they got Kittle and they got CMC. Like that's
They got the better talent on offense for
yeah,
sure.
that's just that's a tough matchup. But
And
we'll see.
let me read y'all the the injury report from today. Paulson Adebo, he didn't practice today. Daniel Bellinger didn't practice. Jermaine Olaminor didn't practice. Cordell Flott didn't practice. Chauncey Golson didn't practice. R. Green, Jalen Hyatt, Greg Van Roten, Bo Collins, Javon Holland, and Chris Manhurst were all limited. So there's a lot of guys who start or either rotate in that aren't practicing today. So hopefully we can get some guys in there, make it competitive, but it's a lot of injuries on both teams right now. Still got us winning though. Still got us winning.
I feel like what you got, Ryan?
I feel like Dex.
he said, "Oh, good."
I feel like Dex. Yeah, especially after the injury, playing the world's smallest violin right now, man.
Yeah.
It's hard
Oh,
to
you got
have.
you got a score prediction?
Yeah, 17-14.
Okay, I ain't hear it. All right. Well, all right. That'll wrap it up for the Giants recap or the Giants game. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys. They're trying to shake off a brutal defeat at the hands of the Broncos. They'll face the Arizona Cardinals at home, hoping to rediscover their offensive rhythm and get back in that win column. Avery, what you got for us, man?
And like you said, we back at the crib where we actually have been playing pretty good on both sides of the ball. We haven't played the best teams or maybe fully loaded teams in the Commanders at home yet, but I don't know. I like our chances at home this weekend. So I'll just start off with the Cardinals. I'm gonna talk about the Cardinals a little bit. So I was watching their film against the Packers. They just played a pretty good Packers team, and pretty well, honestly. So the Cardinals defense, they played a lot of zone against Jordan Love. It was the only thing that was getting them trouble is like their DBs are pretty good back in the back end in the zone to me. Their pass rush was non-existent though. Like Jordan Love, he literally had like 20 minutes to throw every single play. So. But they still couldn't get completed passes sometimes. So, like, that's how will tell me that it was a lot of coverage sacks and things of that nature. So, their DBs, they know how to play zone for real. I will give them that. And their run defense is pretty stout, too. They rank 10th in the league right now. So, they are top 10. Not too high, but, they're pretty stout. So, I'm not gonna say, like, if Dak does have trouble with the zone, it's not like we can go straight to our running game. I don't think we'll be as comfortable doing that this game because they were giving Josh Jacobs some issues for us. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a cakewalk game. Like the line is at 2.5 right now, and that's where my score prediction is going to be at the end too. So, just talking about their offense, they do have weapons, as we know. They got the second year Marvin Harris Jr., who's been up and down, but we all know he's a talent. And playing against Bridges or whoever's going to be in front of him, hopefully you put Bland in front of him or something. But anyone can have a day against some of those DBs out there. So again, along with MHJ, they got Trey McBride, and then Michael Wilson's been playing pretty good this year too. He made some plays against the Packers. So I wouldn't, and this is also with Jacoby Brissett. So they also have Kyler Murray coming back, which is going to add another weapon in his legs, so that they didn't have in Jacoby Brissett. So that's just something else that's going to add to their offense too. So and lastly, they have a sneaky running back. I didn't catch his name. Think he's a backup, but he looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like he runs pretty hard. Their offensive blocking was pretty good too. Like they were running straight at Micah for most of the game. But hey, that's a story for another day. But yeah, they're running. They had a pretty good running game against the Packers, who are league's number three right now run defense. And I didn't catch the stats. Sorry, I didn't have time for all that. But I just watched the highlights, and I would say like he had around like 60 some yards, maybe 50 plus or whatever. So and that was just that one running back. They played two different ones. So yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a close fight. I think if our offense can kill that zone like Dak normally has, and Dak gets back to his aggressive Dak instead of playing timid and whatnot like he did last week against the Broncos, I think we'll have a pretty good day through the air. But through the ground, I'm not expecting a big day from Javonte Williams. Again, I think they had a pretty stout run defense. So I think Dak's gonna have to have it on his shoulders, and CD and GP they're gonna have to do their thing as well. And as far as our defense, I really can't speak on them. I just hope they show up. That's really all I can say at this point about them. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. What y'all got for me?
It's one of those games. It's a weird game,
Oh,
man.
my bad. I do want to do my score prediction. My bad, I forgot. So my
Go
score
ahead.
prediction 31-28. I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. I think they put some points up and we put up some points too. So, but yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, no, I could see it. I could see it being a good game. I could see it, y'all blowing them out. But Kyler Murray back at the crib. He has great games in Dallas. I've seen. So
Man,
he's,
AT&T Stadium's his second home. For real,
he's had
for real.
some great games there. But no,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout. I could see it going either way. I'm similar score to you, man. Like I think it's gonna be high 20s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
whoever get the
Okay.
ball last type of game. But
Okay.
Dallas, it's must win for Dallas for real. They entering that territory. They can't afford too many more losses.
No, I'm with you for sure. And this is one W I had on my board in the predictions too. So I'm with you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think y'all bounced back from last week.
yeah.
Like
I
everyone
wouldn't
was
be
saying, I think
surprised.
it's gonna be a close one, shootout probably. But like you said, y'all this low key a must win for y'all. Y'all can't lose this game, and I think Dak knows that. I think y'all can get this dub. And I'm not really high on the Cardinals for real. I think this is a team y'all can definitely beat.
Okay.
What you got, Ron?
Man, as much as I want to say I got the Cardinals going in the Dallas and embarrassing the Cowboys, you just don't know what type of team you're gonna get from the Cardinals. Like, you just
Yeah.
Or the
don't.
Cowboys?
You just don't know. It's something I feel like I talked about with you guys before. Like the Cardinals just are the weirdest team in the NFL because it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. You just literally don't know. So Monday, it's gonna be a fun game to watch. Because I guess every time I'm looking at the Cardinals, I'm like, okay, this is the game where Marvin Harrison is really going to solidify himself to being a
Hmm.
guy. And then it's like
Mm-hmm.
you forget he even plays for the Cardinals. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
think
real,
it's gonna
for real.
be a fun game. I honestly do believe that the Cardinals will win, but as far as it being like a blowout or embarrassment or anything like that, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, I think that with the injuries that the Cowboys have in their defensive backfield, I think it will become an issue for them. Um,
Yeah.
can their pass rush really affect Kyler Murray? Flushing him out of the pocket isn't always the best thing. So, would that defensive line be disciplined enough with keeping him inside the pocket? So that's a lot of things that I'm gonna be watching. So I think it's gonna be a fun game for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up our defense because I wasn't even going to talk about them, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you did that for me. But I'm with you. I agree. It can go either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll wrap up the Dallas Cowboys matchup with the Cardinals. Let's finally go to the Sunday night game. We got the Washington Commanders, who just fell short against the Chiefs on Monday night, looking to bounce back under the primetime lights again. This time against the hot Seattle Seahawks. What you got for me, Ryan?
Yeah, I feel really good about going into this game. I'm very confident. I actually, not a bone in my body feels like we're gonna lose this game. I think it's business all business right now up in Commanders Park. And number one thing is coming into the week last week, it was just straight up like, hey, Jay is not playing. He's on track to play in week 9. He's on rehab this week, and we're gonna come back week 9. He'll be out there. Starting the first practice of this week is straight up like, hey, Jay is gonna practice this whole week. There's no media coming out, oh, Jay and Daniels not out here, and then later on you see, oh, Jay and Daniels actually was practicing today and all this. It's no more of that. It's straight up. This is who's playing. This is who's not playing. I think we're going into this week with the mindset of we know what's at stake. A lot of the guys have been saying the same thing as far as the clock is ticking. The reason I have this much confidence going into this game against Seattle is because of one thing and one thing alone, and that's that Sam Darnold is leading the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, Sam Darnold has had a great year last year. He's had a great start to this year, but Sam Darnold is the type of quarterback, if given the right pressure, you can really affect his game. And I think we're going to rattle the Seahawks offensive line and rattle Sam Darnold early and often. And I think that's going to give us an opportunity to really stretch away in this game. We're getting Jay and Daniels back, having a healthy Debo. It's going to hurt a lot not to have Terry McLaurin, but I do think that we'll be able to get it done with the guys that we have. Like I said, man, I'm confident about the game. I really love the game plan going against Kansas City last weekend. I don't think much changes. I really don't think much changes going into this week. So I think a lot of those hurries turn into sacks, and we force more turnovers. And this time, you giving the ball back to our offense when led by Jay Daniels, I'm much more confident. So I'm really looking forward to this game, and I'm just looking toward a really, really, really big turnaround. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't see it. Seattle got they one of the hottest teams, like we just said, in the league, man. But I mean, I get it. You got your quarterback coming, and that brings a lot of confidence because your offense. I mean, you got a good showing from your defense last week against one of the best offenses. So I can see why your quarterback coming back would have you feeling that way. But the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold is the only question mark on that team right now, and he really is playing at a high level. So is he really a question mark right now? So I got Seahawks comfortably like 28-14 type. I just think their defense is one of the best in the league, and their offense is one of the best big play offenses in the league. So
Yeah, and that's what y'all struggle with the most. That's what I was gonna say. It's like I think Jay is saying he gonna have a day like with the big plays down the field. Whatnot. Y'all haven't been able to stop that all year. That's what they've been the best at all year. So if they get a handful of those, they could run away with it. But if y'all play stout like y'all did last week for a half, y'all played stout for a half. I think your coach made some adjustments, played zone a little bit more in the second half. That's what messed y'all up. So I don't know if y'all can build off that first half from defense against the Chiefs into this game. I think you'll have a better chance, but I still give the edge to the Seahawks for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, I think if you guys can create turnovers like I did last week, which is if y'all can do it to Patty, I think y'all can do it to Sam. Then I definitely like y'all in that game. I'm giving y'all the dub on this one. I think Jaden's back. Team is gonna boost the team up. I don't like Sam Darnold at all. I don't care what his record is. I don't like Sam Darnold, and I like Jaden. He's tough, man. I think y'all can get this dub. I think the defense shows up. Yeah, Jaden shows up, and y'all at home, right? Home prime time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at the crib. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for our NFC East matchups. I'm so used to my high going, but they got the bye week, so we'll go ahead and segue into our new segment. It's gonna be called "Who Wears the Crown." So we got some AFC matchups here, pretty good quarterback matchups, and I'm gonna ask the Kings about these three AFC matchups. They're gonna let me know which quarterback has the best which quarterback they feel like is gonna have the best performance and wear the crown by the end of the game. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Conte. So Conte, we got two AFC teams, both at the top of their divisions. One quarterback has had an MVP season, and the other quarterback might just be on their way to one unless their teammate gets in the way. So we got Daniel Jones versus Aaron Rodgers. Which quarterback will wear the crown by the end of the game?
The quarterback that's gonna wear the crown is gonna be Daniel Jones by way of Jonathan Taylor. All right, Jonathan Taylor's gonna run the
Yeah, I
ball,
know.
and he gonna get 3 tutties again or something crazy like that. Daniel Jones he'll get that. Pittsburgh, I like Pittsburgh. They look all right, but right now the Colts, they're just a complete team right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, especially Jonathan Taylor, he's having his way. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to them, but because of their running back.
No, I'm with you. That was probably this is the easiest matchup I could do, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. What you think about that one, Mahad?
Yeah, I mean,
Steelers?
yeah. Steelers are. It's not even Aaron Rodgers' fault right now. They're just
It's
cooked
not.
on defense.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. What about you, Ryan?
You already know. I love
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. And it's in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, it's at Pittsburgh at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. There's gonna be a good test for them too. No matter what state the Steelers are in, you led by Mike Tomlin and you playing in Pittsburgh, it's gonna be a big game. So but I think it'll be a good test for them. And it really will make people really take the Colts even more serious. So but I do have them winning that game against the Steelers for sure. And then it'll
Okay.
make a lot of Ravens fans happy too.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll stick with you, Ryan. So we got a matchup between two young AFC quarterbacks with great defenses behind them. With one having the number one rated defense in the league and the other having the number five rated defense in the league. But both quarterbacks have been struggling to find a true groove on offense this season. So we got Bo Nix heading down to H-Town to see CJ Stroud. So who you think wears the crown by the end of the game?
Yeah, that's a really good game. In a game like this, I do believe that the Texans will take care of business due to the simple fact that with Pat Surtain being out, I think that's going to really impact the team a lot. So it's going to open up some opportunities through the air for C.J. Stroud. Not sure if Nico Collins will be back in that game, but I think
Yeah.
regardless, no knock to the Denver Broncos defensive backs right now, but I mean, the rookies that they have aren't looking bad at all. Nor is Xavier Hutchinson. So I think that they could have a pretty good game through the air. Defensively, with their pass rush, the problems that the Texans have with their offensive line and everything. But I think it'll be a pretty interesting game. But I definitely get an edge to C.J. Stroud and the Texans simply
Okay.
because they're home. So.
True, they are in H-Town with it. I will throw out too. I know I said one quarterback has the first ranked defense, one has the fifth ranked. The Houston Texans are the first ranked. Just to let y'all know, it's not the
Yeah,
Broncos.
no. Houston
But
defense.
but what you think, Mahad, about that matchup?
Yeah, Houston's defense is legit. So I get C.J. Stroud, man. He's coming off his best game, and he's had in almost a year and a half. It looked like the old him for a little bit, man. He was letting that ball go. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with CJ, man. I think CJ Stroud to get the edge at the end of this one.
Okay, what about you, Conte?
Yeah, I'm going the opposite way. I'm going Broncos.
Okay.
I watched them put more than 33 points in a quarter. I watched them do what they did to y'all. They're going against a better defense, obviously, but I don't know if I still don't know if Houston's offensive line can protect them against that defensive line. You know what I mean?
That's what I was getting with.
If they get after him, CJ, we might see the mid CJ we've been seeing outside of last week. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I think Bo Nix gets this one.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm rocking with Conte's take too. I was literally just about to say something similar to that. But yeah, I think the Broncos front four will definitely have the edge on that Texas offensive line, which we all talked about and we all know they struggle. So I think that's gonna give the edge to Bo Nix to wear the crown for sure. So that's a good one. We got one last AFC matchup for Mahad. These two AFC quarterbacks are meeting for their 10th time in their careers. They met in the regular season and in the playoffs. In their matchups over the years, one quarterback has a regular season record of 4-1, and the other has a postseason record of 4-0 against them.
I already know this
So we got Patrick Mahomes in Buffalo against Josh Allen. So who you think's gonna wear the crown by the end of the game, Mahad?
That's already gonna be a classic. That's gonna be one of them games. I'm gonna go how I feel like it normally goes. I feel like Josh Allen always gets the one in the regular season,
Yeah.
and come postseason he gonna get his get back. So I get an edge
Okay.
to Josh Allen at home. Their running back, their running game was killing this season. James Cook is on the beam. So,
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
but yeah, I give him the slight edge because he's gonna get the victory. But yeah.
Okay. How y'all feel about that game, Brian?
Um, yeah, the Bills definitely had a good game last week against the Panthers. Um,
Yeah.
but I just think that the Chiefs, as disciplined as the Chiefs defense looked on Monday, granted you're playing against a Mariota-led offense in 2025, so it's only so much that offense can do to you. But I'm just looking at the Chiefs defense from the jump, from the beginning of the year. I just felt like they kept them in a lot of the games that they lost. Um, the defense is effective, and I do think that they could get after Josh Allen. Um, Patrick Mahomes, when he flipped that switch, I think this. I just think the switch is flipped. And I don't see it turning off anytime soon. He's literally just getting rolling with his guys, and yeah, I don't see this train stopping for a little while. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs on this one, and whether that's in Buffalo or Kansas City.
Okay. What about you, Conte?
I'm gonna go with the Bills. They lost to the Patriots, then they lost to the Falcons, and then they bounced back last week against the Panthers and put belt to ass. I think they're back in their groove. They're going against a team that they don't like. Or it's a rivalry game. Josh and Patty. I like Josh in this one just because of that run game is elite and Josh is elite. So I'm going with them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna rock with Ryan on this one. Josh Allen's my guy. That's my favorite quarterback. But I think with the injuries the Bills have on defense right now, with Ed Oliver out and a couple others out too,
That is true. It is.
I think that's gonna give them some trouble for sure. But that's really the only reason why. I think if the Bills were fully healthy, I would definitely go with my man Josh. But I think his defense might let him down. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all playing. Who wears the crown with me? We're gonna end with our last segment with Conte with some fan therapy. You can go ahead and kick us off, Conte.
All right, guys. This is the part of the show where we talk to fan bases, whoever took a tough L. This week, I'm gonna start with Avery. The Miami Dolphins and Atlanta Falcons played last week, and we all, to my surprise, I'm not gonna speak for y'all. The Falcons lost 34-10. Avery, the Falcons are now 3-4. It was a bad loss. Talk to the fan base, give them some therapy.
Atlanta, man. I know y'all was probably watching that joint from Magic City, seeing the ass in there, all that too. So you're getting good views down there. But man, I know y'all be hating y'all sports teams, man, because y'all was looking good at the beginning of the year, and then you kind of fizzling out. But I think it's always hope when you got Bijan down there. So I think y'all need to just stick to giving him the ball, mixing a little Drake London here and there. When you get Michael Penix back, I think they get back on track. And I don't know about playoffs. It is an easier division, but you got the Panthers at 4-4 right now, so that's kind of giving you a little troubles. If they can keep winning, I don't know if you're gonna have playoffs in your picture, but it is an easy division. You got the Saints below you, so I mean you don't really got nobody on your ass. So just try to beat the Panthers, man. It's really not looking that bad. I haven't looked at y'all schedule, but hope's still high, man. Y'all got pretty decent defense, good rookies. And Bijan. So, yeah, just give it to Bijan, man.
When in doubt, give it to Bijan.
When in doubt.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next team that we're gonna go with, I'm gonna give this one to Mahad. The Minnesota Vikings went against the Los Angeles Chargers last week, and they got belted 37-10. Mahad, give the Minnesota Vikings that are 3-4, give them some therapy, man.
Yeah, tough division you guys are in. You guys do got J.J. McCarthy coming back. I mean, that's your young boy. That's your rookie. So if you have faith in him, I would just say a quarterback change can bring life to a team. And Carson Wentz was horrible this last 2 weeks. So you guys still have Brian Flores, one of the best defensive minds, Kevin O'Connell, a coach that's been there. Y'all are a team that's rallied off 7, 8 wins in a row before last couple years. So, just get your guys healthy. You got Aaron Jones back last week. See what the lean on the running game with the rookie and let him start, or second year player, but he didn't play last year. And just play ball control game moving forward. Get Jettis his touches, get Addison their touches, and y'all be all right. Everybody, you got the whole division ahead of you, and you still got a winning record. So the wild card is still in play for y'all. Okay. Right? They got a winning record. Am I tripping?
They're 3-4.
Oh nah. Well,
damn, Minnesota 3-4.
I swore they was like 3-1.
That's the team he keep bragging about beating. Number one pass defense.
Goodness gracious.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago. They was 3-2.
The Panthers had the number 2 pass defense 2 weeks ago. Now look at them. Like, come on, man. But go ahead. My bad.
Weren't you the one talking about offensive rankings 7 weeks into the season?
We'll see. Juggernauts.
All right. We're gonna move along to the next one. This is the last one, and this is, I know it's a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But it's going to Ryan. Ryan, give the Dallas
Get
Cowboys.
your affairs in order. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Finn. My fault.
That was Ryan. The Dallas Cowboys. They played the Denver Broncos last week, and a semi-belt. It was 24-44. The Cowboys are now 3-4-1, and our second place in the division though. So give their fan base some therapy, even though I know you don't really rock with them, but do them this favor.
Get your affairs in order. When somebody say get your affairs in order, something bad happened. Something bad is coming. Get your affairs in order. I looked at the schedule early today. Now I will say this. I will say all of this before November 4th. I pray to God that nothing good happens before November 4th. Because I'm a firm believer. If the Dallas Cowboys can get an edge rusher, if they could get a disruptor on defense, their entire season just takes a complete turn. The offense is just too dynamic. If they could fix some things on defense, a lot of this stuff changes. But until then, if we get past November 4th, and you sit with 2 first-round picks, get your affairs in order. Because if you look at this schedule, you got a favorable matchup. You got the Cardinals, you got the Raiders, then you go on a bye week. Then once you come back from this bye week, you're going to have a Vikings team who's going to be fighting for a playoff spot. You're going to have a Commanders team who's going to be fighting for a playoff spot. You're going to have the Eagles again. You're going to have the Giants again. It's a really tough schedule after that. The Chargers are in there. It's the Chiefs are in there that could go on and on.
Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, back to back.
Like, get your affairs in order because it's going down before you know it. And trust and believe, I would not say anything to a Cowboys fan to help them sleep better at night. and I won't start the night. Get your affairs in order. You better win on Monday, because if you don't, it's gonna be bad. Get your affairs in order, and I rest my case.
All right, that really wasn't therapy. You kind of just shooting on y'all.
Oh, my fault. Fire me.
I respect it, though. I respect it.
You gonna give me therapy? We beat them. Like, fuck. It's all good though. I appreciate it, man. We gonna get our affairs in order.
Yeah. Do you feel like y'all need to get your affairs in order? You feel comfortable with this schedule coming up?
Honestly, I mean, like Ryan said, we got the Cardinals and the Raiders, 2 favorable matchups. So if we win those 2, go on a bye. That's when we got Revel supposed to come back after that, and Overshown against the Vikings. So I'm liking my chances. I'm not gonna lie. If we win those 2 and I get my guys back, I think we're gonna look better with them 2. I really do. Like Ryan said,
how you think
one player away. We want trade away. Well, I think they're gonna be perfectly fine. Shit, I've been seeing, like I sent y'all the quote from Overshown. He said he's ready, he's hungry, all his numbers are better and all that crap. So he's gonna be fine. Revel is my only question mark. I haven't seen him play in the league
because he never played in the league.
Yeah. But I've been hearing quotes from people around our staff. They've been saying that he looks like a pro. And I think if they say that, I'm gonna trust my staff. So I can't go off anything else, bro. Like, it's just all hope over here. So I really can't give you nothing, tangible. But yeah, nah, I got faith in us because of this. I think that bye is at the perfect time as far as our guys coming back, and then we got, like y'all said, we got a little gauntlet right after our bye. But we'll have two guys back, like Ryan said. If we get a disruptor or something, even if we don't trade for one, we still have one coming back. In my opinion, I think all y'all are high on Overshown, and if he can come back to his old self, I don't see no problem with him being that help or force for us to, get some pressure on the quarterback too. I know he's not a pass rusher. I'm just saying that's how we use him. We kind of use him like Micah all over the field, honestly. So we gonna see though. But I'm feeling good. I appreciate the therapy session.
Good shit, y'all. Good job. All right, that's it for the therapy session.
All right, y'all. Nah, great work. I needed that. I really needed that. So, just like it's a must win for us, it's a must win for y'all too. You better beat them Seahawks the way you was talking.
Yo, them affairs getting in order over here.
Both of y'all got to put y'all affairs in
Both our
order.
affairs, we might got to submit them together.
Y'all play Monday week. We gonna send you our guy if shit don't go right Sunday night.
Nah, for real. That's why I'm glad I get to see if y'all win or lose. Because just like y'all did with us last week, because y'all was enjoying waiting until that Monday game. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm looking forward to the Monday night game. But yeah, that's all we got for the Week 9 Kings of the East podcast. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, do all that. Follow us on all of our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that. And we'll see y'all next week.